Most people fail to achieve their goals not because they aren't motivated, but because they're focusing on the wrong thing. Want to know why habits are more powerful than motivation? Stick around, because this might change the way you think about success forever. Today we're diving into one of the most game-changing books on personal development, Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you've ever tried to make a change in your life, whether it's losing weight, getting more productive, or sticking to a new routine, you know how hard it can be to stay consistent. That's where this book comes in. It doesn't just talk about setting big goals. It shows you how small, everyday habits are the real keys to making lasting change. Let's face it, we've all been there. January 1st rolls around, and you're pumped to crush your New Year's resolutions. But a few weeks later, you're back to your old ways. It's frustrating, right? You start strong, but you never seem to finish what you started. But why is that? The real issue isn't about willpower or motivation. It's about how we approach habit building, and more specifically, how we break bad habits. James Clear opens Atomic Habits by explaining that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just like how tiny deposits build up into a large sum over time, small habits stack up to create massive transformations. The key, however, isn't about making big dramatic changes. It's about improving by just 1% each day. When you improve by 1% every day, you're not just moving forward, you're gaining momentum. These small shifts lead to big results in the long run. But here's the catch. Many of us focus too much on the goal itself, rather than on the process that gets us there. For example, let's say your goal is to lose weight. If all you focus on is the weight number, you're missing the point. Instead of obsessing over your weight, you should focus on the process of healthy eating and consistent exercise. As you build these habits, your results will naturally follow. Now, Clear breaks down the science behind habits into 4 key laws, and each one is crucial to building long-lasting change. These are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Let's break these down. First up, make it obvious. The problem most people face is that they're not even aware of the habits they have. We go through our day on autopilot, doing things without really thinking about it. Clear suggests we need to design our environment to trigger good habits and remove cues for bad ones. So instead of relying on sheer willpower, make it easier for the right habits to happen. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keep fruits and vegetables in plain sight and hide the junk food. The second law is, make it attractive. This is where most habit-building books fail. They focus on, just do it, without explaining why it's easier to stick with a habit when it's rewarding. The idea here is to make habits enjoyable, so your brain associates them with pleasure. Clear suggests something called temptation bundling. This means pairing a habit you want to do with something you already enjoy. Want to work out? Only let yourself watch your favorite show while you're on the treadmill. Next, make it easy. This one is huge because it tackles the biggest roadblock for most of us: friction. The simpler you make the habit, the more likely you are to stick with it. If your goal is to read more, don't start with a 500-page book. Start with a 5-minute daily habit, something so small you can't say no. Over time, you'll build momentum and the habit will start to feel effortless. And finally, make it satisfying. Habits are easier to build if you get instant gratification. That's why so many people quit their goals. They don't see results right away. Clear suggests using what he calls a habit tracker to visually reinforce your progress. Whether it's crossing off a calendar or checking a box, these small rewards make it satisfying to stick with your habit. To summarize, Atomic Habits is all about creating systems, not goals. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. The key to lasting change lies in mastering your daily habits. Instead of setting huge, overwhelming goals, focus on making small improvements in your habits every day. Over time, these tiny improvements will compound into massive success. Think you can start applying these ideas to your life? Then hit that subscribe button and keep learning how to make real changes.